Okay everyone, I'm back and cleaned up a little and we have the same colors. The only thing I added was the dimethicone 1000. 1000 is for the thickness of the dimethicone. You have it in different thicknesses and I always use the 1000 because I just like it. So I've added it to every single color that I'm going to be using, and instead of doing another one of those pours out of the little spouty cup, I'm going to do a flip cup. And it's going to be on a bigger one, a 20 by 20. So this time we're going to start again with the white and with the purple. And as you see, I am pouring it smack in the middle. But I am going to rotate the colors a couple of times just to make sure that it sort of mixes on itself too. And this one I'm going to skip because I saw in the previous pour that that color takes over pretty fast. But what I would like is for the pink to take over a little bit because I do like that color. And I want a lot of white because maybe I'm hoping for some white cells. Ooh, there was a little blotch in there. We'll find it in the pour, I guess. Have to find it fast before it makes marks. So that's that, and just a little bit more of the white, just to make sure that we get a lot of white in there. Okay, now I still have the same gloves on, but they're dry. They won't transfer onto the canvas. So I'm turning it around like that. And I'm going to push it up and pull it back. Just like that. And I'm going to torch it straight away. I'm going to let that stay in there. And I'm going to try and get you guys in close so you can see what happens. See that? Okay, now I'll put you back. So we're gonna tilt it. We're gonna make those cells bigger, and that is what some people think the mixing does, or the sort of silicone does, but that's not really true. As you can see how big those cells are starting to get. But I'm doing it slowly because I want them to keep them. Oh, there's that thing what I was talking about. Gotta really get that out.
Coffee?
Make up coffee. So that's that. That was my husband asking if I wanted coffee. I'm gonna pour that over there because I sort of like that, and we're not gonna be keeping that. I can see it. So I'm gonna push that down here. Now, as you can see with a flip cup, there's a lot more going on the canvas, but also there's a lot more waste on the table. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. That's it. Making sure the corners are covered because you don't want the canvas sticking out of there. Here we go. That's it. Now, that's why we have the push pins under the canvas, so that we can put it on the table without it being in the middle of the paint. So, gonna torch it one more time. And of course this one, guys, it's only to remove these little pesky air bubbles. And here you can see a little bit there that it's there's some more cells popping up, but that's because it probably still contains some silicone that wasn't already pushed to the top. So that's it. Now, what I am sort of missing, I'm sort of not, you know, when you have a pour, and of course these are lovely cells and there's a lovely color mixture going on, but somehow for me it's just not it anymore. So I'm going to do something to it. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm going to do it. So what I want is the darker colors, and I will put a little bit of light in it just to give it some contrast. So that, and then some white for the contrast, and some more purple. Okie dokie. Now we've put everything in there except the scarlet color, because I see no scarlet, and if or crimson, this is crimson color, so if we were to do that, you know, it wouldn't really be that pretty. So what I am going to do is give it one little stir, because we're going to make ribbons, and with ribbons we really want to see those colors laying next to each other, like it's coming out right now. And I want one right across here. There it is. Now, just ribbons like that aren't that interesting, so that's why I'm tilting it a little bit around to make it a little bit bigger. And that way you see that the background is now already doing different things, making it just a little more interesting. And I have my torch is empty. I always fill it just 3 times to make sure I don't overfill it. And there's not much selling going on, just a tiny little bit. And that's really a shame, because I would have really liked a lot of little tiny cells. So how can we fix that, you ask? I'm going to just add a tiny little bit of white on one of these cells, or one of these ribbons, and I am going to pull that down like that, oops, and see what happens. Nope, still not popping up, so I don't know what's going on here. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, right? I'm thinking, did I? Yeah, I did add silicone to all my colors. Just let's see if it works. Let's put this out of the way a little bit. So that's what we're going to put up. Then a little bit of white next to it. That. And there it is. So I think it's the dark purple that really pulls on the cells, and of course this is something that you guys will experience also when you're doing your pours, that some colors, they just react much better than other colors, and there's not much you can do about that, except of course lose the color that is, you know, not playing with the silicone. But this sort of works. I'm gonna put this on here. Let's see if we can do something more to it. I'm gonna push it up here and pull it down there. Let it run down, and then I'm going to try it one more time, but only here on the photo paper. There it goes. That's it. Yeah, there's too much purple in it. Oh well, see that? Doesn't work. The background is sort of doing its thing, but the ribbons where there's a lot of purple, it's not working. So maybe there's something in that purple that really is good for a flip cup, but not so much for little ribbons. Although I do like what's going on here, only it's a really small one. But maybe we can make it into a pendant or something like that. You know, you should never just throw it away thinking, you know, it didn't work. There's always something you can do with it. Even if it's for a greeting card or something like that, you could just cut out a couple of little hearts and it would look really cute. I'm pretty sure of that. There we go. That's it. I love this though. There's something about this I really like. Just this little bit here. So we'll just keep it. Okay, one more. And I should put away the painting before it gets a blob on it. And there was one more thing I wanted to do with the colors of last week, but we'll see what happens. So we're gonna push it and pull it. I wanted to take some of the middle, the stuff in the middle, because that wasn't that interesting. See, this I like, how it's flowing and moving. But this little bit I don't like, so I gotta work on that little bit. Turn it around, put it here. There we go. Ooh, that is pretty. That looks like marble. I kind of like that. Now we're going to put a lot of white in the cup, what's left for the ribbons, because I do want something happening with ribbons. Let's see now. That's the way we want it to go. Okay, come down here. Let's see if this sells, because I'd like that to be selling up a lot. Oh yeah, pretty. Don't overdo it. That is pretty. I like that. Let me get in close. That's almost a painting and a painting, right? That's cute. I like that. Okay, that is pretty. We're gonna keep that, because I'm already thinking of the little frame to frame this. Look at that. That is pretty. And this one I'm not going to be adding any glitter on it. I think this is cute as is. Maybe I'll lose a little bit of paint here. Pull that down just a little bit more. That way we can see, you know, which way we want to put the mat on. We could put it on like this, or we could put it on like that. We'll see. Okay, I'll put that away later. Okay guys, thanks for watching me again. And I'm going to do a little cleanup now, because tomorrow is Big Resin Day. And there will be more pours tomorrow. I'm going to be doing, I think, 4 resin pours. That's a lot of resin. And because I really want to show you all the different pigments that you can put in, and of course I'm really looking forward to using that white stuff. Let me get it. This is the stuff that they put in. This is a base coat. They call it base tint. This is stone coat if you're looking for it. And this one is the one that makes those pretty cells. So we're going to try that out tomorrow. So thanks all for watching. I really love you all to pieces. I really do. Liebe euch alle. Hou voor jullie allemaal. And I will see you tomorrow. See you later, guys.